The TOEFL speaking section explained in just 5 minutes. So we have a lot to talk about. Let's go over our goals together really quickly. You're going to be able to see the TOEFL speaking section, how it'll look on the computer. You're going to identify the structure of each of the 4 questions. You're going to learn how this section is graded, and you're going to find out about the possible topics for each question type. My name is Josh MacPherson. I'm the head instructor of TST Prep, an online TOEFL school where our mission is simple: to help you get the TOEFL score you need as quickly and easily as possible. And let's do it right now. Let's talk about the TOEFL speaking section. So, about the TOEFL test. This is a quote from our quick guide here. It's designed to determine whether or not you're prepared to enter an American college classroom. The passages and questions in each section are a reflection of the type of material you would encounter in the first year of university. So even for these speaking questions, except for speaking question 1, 2, 3, and 4 are either academic topics or something to do with campus life. So this is what the test will look like on test day. This is the structure. Basically, you'll have a simple question. They'll tell you the amount of time you have to prepare, the amount of time you have to speak, and there will be a timer checking how long you have until you finish speaking. Quick overview, there are 4 questions, and each question has a different amount of time to prepare and to speak, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. Here's questions 1, structure. It's going to ask you about a general opinion to a wide range of possible issues. You have 15 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to speak. Here are a couple of examples from our complete tests. You can pause the video and read those if you like, but basically all of them are about your opinion on a topic. And the most popular types of questions are about your preference, which one do you prefer, and if you agree or disagree. There are 4 different types of questions for question 1. Those are the 2 most popular. 4 things you must know about question 1 is that you want to sound natural and conversational. You have 15 seconds to prepare, 45 seconds to speak. There are a couple different question types, which we just talked about, and you need to form a one-sided opinion as quickly as possible. Let's move on to question 2. Question 2 is a campus conversation. You have 50 seconds to read, about 90 seconds to listen to a conversation about the reading, 30 seconds to prepare, 60 seconds to speak. This is an example of a reading passage from TST Prep's complete test, and this is what the question and the link to the listening will look like. 4 things you have to know about question 2 is, again, you have to sound natural and conversational. You have to read a passage, listen to a conversation, and then speak about both of them. You have to speak for 60 seconds, first about the reading and then about the listening, and you want to think like a reporter. You're reporting information from the reading and from the listening. Question 3. This is an academic reading and lecture. You have 50 seconds to read the passage, about 90 seconds to listen to a lecture about the passage, 30 seconds to prepare, and 60 seconds to speak about it. This is an example from one of our complete tests. This is a business passage about compassionate consumerism. And then they will have a lecture about the passage, and then you'll have a question about both. 4 things you have to know about question 3 is that, again, natural and conversational. You have to read an academic passage, listen to a lecture, speak about both. You have no idea what the topic's about. It could be about anything. You will speak for 60 seconds, first about the reading and then the listening, and think like a teacher when you're speaking. Imagine you're teaching the listener about what you read and heard about. Question 4, very similar to question 3, except there is no reading passage. You only listen to a lecture, which is a little bit longer, 20 seconds to prepare, and 60 seconds to speak. This is an example from one of our complete tests here, and then an example of a question that asks you about the topic from the listening. 4 things you have to know about question number 4 is that, again, your goal is to sound natural and conversational. You have to listen to a lecture and take notes about this lecture. You have 60 seconds to speak, and you can hold up your notes while you're speaking so you can read your notes and speak at the same time. And of course, you should think like a teacher teaching a lesson to the listener. So that's the TOEFL speaking in 5 minutes. Hopefully by now you see this, the structure of the speaking and how it'll feel on the computer. You're able to identify the structure, learn how the section is graded, and you know about the possible topics. Thank you for listening. For more TOEFL stuff, you can visit our website, tstprep.com, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, take care.